Hello, I'm Dr. Kritzer, and welcome to Introduction to Infographics. This is Unit 1, Part 1, and we're going to talk a little bit about the history of infographics. Despite what many may think, infographics have been around for many years. In fact, in early cave paintings depicted signs and pictures, essentially infographics for people. This is information for people at that time. And obviously literacy wasn't a factor during this time, but obviously information was important. The ancient Egyptians are famous for their hieroglyphics. And it was these hieroglyphics, essentially infographics, that allowed people to communicate back in ancient times. Florence Nightingale, a very famous nurse during the 19th century, kept statistics on the causes of death during wartime, death caused by battle or death caused from disease. And she created this coxcomb chart, essentially an infographic with data visualization. A man by the name of Playfair made maps. He also invented the pie chart and the bar chart. It's interesting when you take a look at some of the old maps, especially from maps back in the time when people thought that the world was flat. These old maps had dragons in the corners of them because people really didn't know what existed at the far corners, what they thought was a flat world. And the subway systems. Here is a picture of an infographic from 1933 London, the Tube subway system. And as you can see, people can follow this color-coded map from one destination to another. This is an infographic. The Munich Olympics were the first time when we had infographics, icons essentially, for each sport. And as you can see, these human-type stick figures are engaging in various forms of competition. These are infographics. And now today in our Olympics, we use these all the time. Edward Tufte is a pioneer in data visualization. And you can see some of his work here. And Edward Tufte is one of the first people to really take a look at how to communicate both textually and visually to get information across. And Edward Tufte is still alive today. Microsoft uses icons for their very worldwide, well-known applications such as Word, PowerPoint, and Outlet. And you can see the icons here. And now we have these intricate, interactive, oftentimes animated infographics. Here's one three-dimensional data model. And there's many of them out there now, and who knows what infographics tomorrow will look like. I'm Dr. Kritzer, and this has been a brief history of infographics. And I'll be back with you again for Unit 1, Part 2.